Hi, my name is Jessica Torres, and I just wanted to hop on here to give you guys a quick testimony about how amazing God is and the things that He creates for us. And when we ask, He will give. I've struggled with my weight pretty much my whole life, and then it just skyrocketed early 20s when I was on birth control. Out of control, out of control. I had a lot of family members pass away very early in age due to diseases caused by a lot of the food that we put into our bodies and not knowing how to get to the right stuff, how to heal from the inside out. And God created all these things for us, but when you ask, He will give. So, just a quick little background. I was heavy pretty much my whole life. I've had 5 children. They were all natural. Thank God for that every day. But I didn't take care of my body as I should have while I was pregnant. I took the whole I'm eating for 2, literally. So this past year, 2020, has been a blessing for me. It helped me to reevaluate where my life was headed, and it was headed in a very scary place with my health. I was going to be another family member to die really early if I didn't snap out of it, and I know God's not done with me yet. So I started to change my eating habits, which was really hard. It was a struggle, but it's very doable. Once you get to the place where you usually quit because you're so afraid to take that next step, is when you trust God for it and He will push you through that border. And we got there. We got there maybe 2 months ago, and I celebrated because that's the place that I've always given up on myself. So anyways, I found Miss Banks on YouTube. Actually, I was following someone else, just kind of reading their stories, and there was just something about her. So I just decided to dig deep as to who she was. And I've learned that she takes care of her body, and not only that, she's not stingy with the information. Like, she knows what works, and her heart's desire is to share that with the world so that they can live their best life. And I saw the 3-day cleanse, and I was terrified because I've never done a cleanse before, ever. But for some reason, through lots and lots of prayer, I kept going straight back to this product. It wasn't even, with the fact that it was with her, it wasn't like there was nothing. I wanted to pray about it because I wanted this to be something successful. And the only way to make it work is with God. Can't do it on my own. I figured that out. I'm almost 40. It took me almost 40 years to fully understand the relationship that God wants with me. And He wants me to live my best life. He wants me to be active. He wants me to be chasing my kids all over the place. He wants me to live to see my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, and that's my heart's desire. So in order for me to get there, I have to trust Him with all of my heart and knowing what's next. So I had bought the cleanse. I was a little afraid to try it. So I literally prayed about it for about a week. And then I just felt this sensation of now is the time. So I did the 3-day pre-cleanse, and that was a little bit of a struggle just because you're going against what you know with food and timing and your feeling of your body, and you're trusting, you're walking into a new stage. So then came the beginning of the cleanse, and I went into it praying really hard. Lord, help me not to hurt. I'm scared to hurting. I struggled many, many years with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and a lot of foods would hit my stomach the wrong way, but it's what I knew to eat and things that I enjoyed that were not good for my body. I didn't listen to my body as we should. But starting the cleanse, the first thing I realized was these drinks were delicious. I've tried a lot of other health foods, and I'm very big now into eating clean and pure. So when I realized that there was flavor, like literally chocolate, tastes like a watered down version of hot cocoa, which is how I like my hot chocolate. Then there was strawberry, delicious. And then there was the cereal, which tastes like oatmeal. So the first thing I noticed is the first day was extremely hard because I'm not a big breakfast person. I'll have a little shake, maybe just a cup of coffee. Yeah, no. With these drinks, I was full the first day till I felt like my stomach wanted to explode. But it was so delicious. I really enjoyed the flavors. I'm a very texture flavor person. So it was delicious. A lot of things started to happen within that first day. I was a little nervous because reading people's reviews, I'm like, wow, it's going to take 3, 4, maybe 5 days. No, the first day, my stomach let me know, hey, honey, I'm on board with you. We're going to get this done right. So second day came. I had no gas issues, which I was suffering with IBS. Our stomachs don't listen, which is, again, my own fault. So second day came. I was able to drink my drinks, still enjoy it. I did miss the habit of chewing. I wasn't hungry. I just missed chewing. But keeping my mind busy and remembering why I'm doing things helped push past that. A huge motivator for me is watching my father struggle. He's diabetic, and the way he learned he was diabetic is he went into a diabetic shock in his 30s. So if I didn't stop myself, I would be in his shoes. He's had heart surgeries, like triple bypass surgeries, twice. He has high blood pressure. He's had surgeries to remove toes on his feet from the sugar. His eyesight is pretty rough. But if I continued in the way that I was going, that was going to be me. And it pains me to see that all of that is because of food and our inability to control ourselves. We are a lot stronger than we think we are. And those 3 days, there were moments where it felt like 2 weeks. But then that third day, when I had my last drink of the cleanse, I was so proud of myself because I knew that God was going to use this to heal me, to restore things in me. I've had allergies the last maybe 3 months, and I've gone to the doctor plenty of times. My problem was mucus would stay underneath my sinuses and kind of just hang out right here because it's like a triangle and it kind of flushes through, you know, but it kind of just hung out here at the bottom, and it would hurt and it would cause all of this to swell. to the point where I was in the ER a couple times because the pressure behind my eyes was so hard that it would blur my vision. Scared the bejeebies out of me. But the 3-day cleanse, I have not had any stomach issues. My IBS has not flared up. Yes, I am eating a whole lot better and cleaner, which is another reason why I wanted to do this. I wanted to be able to absorb all that good, yummy food that I'm eating and my vitamins. I need my body to need those things and to use those things that I put into my mouth. It's not about eating for enjoyment. It's about eating to make this body work the way it's supposed to so that we can keep pushing forward. So I don't want to be one of those family members that died early. I don't want, because of my lack of self-control, for my children to suffer. This cleanse, let me tell you, it's done more than clean and flush. There's a piece of it that just feels like it's starting to work. Instead of forcing a piece of a puzzle that doesn't fit, it feels like it just, here we are, and pretty soon we'll be here when we get back to that strong person that I am supposed to be. Almost there. I did, on a plus side, I did lose almost 6 pounds. There was no cramping, no pains in my stomach. I was never hunched over. That was a big fear of mine. But definitely. Thank God for this. I thank God that He's placed it on Ms. Banks' heart to share all this amazing goodness that He has created. And we are supposed to be living our best life. We survived 2020. Congratulate yourself for that. Take care of yourself. You are so much stronger than you could even imagine. Just allow God to use you. Allow Him to show you which way to go. And just always give thanks at whatever stage you're in. You're in that stage for a reason. And if it's one that's hurting you physically, mentally, emotionally, we can do something about it. And we can start by cleaning on the inside out. So if you've been on the rocks with trying it out, trust me, a woman who has failed many, 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 many times. Trust me when I say this works. I love you all. Be blessed and be safe.